If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rockabye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Hey, 56.
Brady going to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Irv Smith Jr., a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Lions 14, Cowboys 9. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Prescott. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Cowboys 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Regular. 72.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Prescott on first down.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he's got his man on the out route. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys...
And in for the Lions touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
To try again after the sack, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go with the keeper. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Brady.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 66. 450.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A throw over the middle taken in.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Irv Smith Jr. from 13 yards out. And the Lions are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Shadow!
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys make over first down again at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Prescott's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Prescott yet again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but As you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep into playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. On play action, now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
Down inside the 10.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The Lions are Super Bowl bound, the NFC champs. As we say thanks for watching and good night.